Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the bicycle. You guys know I've been on a bit of a journey recently, and getting my emotional and mental health back in check has started with my physical health. So, during all these lockdowns and all these great things we're getting to live through, I haven't had access to the gym, which got me with this bike on a trainer in the basement. That's a story on its own, but at any rate, lots of hours got spent pedaling this in the basement. Well, the season has come for me to now get outside, and while I've been outside and been back at the gym for the spurts that have allowed me to be there, I've been tweaking the spin bike. The spin bikes have a lot more adjustability. You can adjust the bars for height and depth and the seat for height and depth. So I've been kind of tweaking it to get my happy spot, and I can go spin for a pretty comfortable hour, 2 hours without too much difficulty. However, the real world hasn't been so nice to me. It's been a bit of a struggle, and I've found myself on the bike fighting it a little bit, and I've been trying to pay attention to what I've been fighting. And the biggest thing has been the geometry. I found myself constantly pushing myself back on the seat. I'm trying to slide myself forward over and over and over again. So I'm sitting just on the nose of the seat, and it's kind of driving me nuts. So I've now slid the seat forward. I also found myself just reaching for the bars more than I would like to be. 13 years ago when I got this bike, it was a different story. My hips weren't as tight. Everything was flowing a lot freer. I might have even been taller at the time. I don't know. At any rate, times have changed, and I'm trying to tweak the geometry. So I did reach out to Raceface for some guidance, because there's a lot of options and handlebar sizes and stem sizes and all this different stuff to achieve. And I wanted to make sure I got the right parts. I'm a big fan of the Raceface brand. I did end up putting Raceface stickers on it. This was long before I even owned a car. I bought this before I owned a car. So this was kind of my baby, and I did a lot of stuff to it at the time to make it mine. And now that we're here, the story hasn't changed. I'm just trying to make it better for my current situation. So I am going to take it out and do a bit of a rip and see how she feels, and fine-tune it from there. Most of the adjustability will probably be coming in the seat if needed. I have slid it forward, and between that and the bars coming backwards, coming off the factory Raceface ride stem, this was 90 mil with a plus 6 degree angle. We've dropped down to a 50 mil with a plus 8 degree angle. So bars are a little taller, but they're a lot closer to me. I've gained probably 2 inches all round by the time you calculate everything in. Which again, this is just going to propel me even further, and is getting me just so much more excited and jazzed to get back onto the bike. I got a pump to adjust my suspension settings, because I do have full Fox Air float suspension, which is pretty sweet. And a lot of the reasons I'm able to get back on the bike in the real world and kind of beat myself up a little bit again is because this bike, which I have maintained for over 13 years, is so plush and so comfortable and so ergonomic and designed to be ridden for so many hours that I'm able to get out there and kind of beat on my body a little bit. And the bike just soaks up and adjusts and just gives me a really pleasant experience. So if I can tweak the geometry a little bit and make things just happier and make my body a little bit happier, and maybe I'm not hunched over and reaching quite as much, and everything just comes together just a little bit more, there'll be that many more hours ridden. There'll be that much more progress. I'll be that much further ahead of my goals, and everything will come together. Every time we go into lockdown, I make myself the goal. You have to be further ahead in some aspect of your life coming out, whether it's relationship, financial, health, it doesn't matter. Something has to improve, and this has been the big goal over most of them. I'm down almost 40 pounds, which again is a little shocking to say, because I didn't think I'd ever be in a position where I needed to say that, but we are here, and that is the case. So onward and upward, I guess. We've got lots to do, and I'm pretty excited. The bike it's never ceased to amaze me that I own it, I ride it, and I've got probably 5,000 or 6,000 K on it before I really got back into it. It sat for almost 5 years. I had lots of people try to buy it off me. I had many thoughts of selling it, but of course, not the case. I set myself a goal when I moved out to Waterford, and I didn't realize the trail system they have here. I'm shooting all the way from Brantford to Simcoe to Dover. It's all rail trails, so it's all plus or minus a few degrees, but just endless miles on top of just the bridges and some of the wooded trails and bike parks and just all the different things they have around. So moving here made me realize everything needs to come back together, and once I get my mobility back, everything will follow suit, because just the It's just the way things work. Just got to get the ball rolling. So that's it. Super excited to share and take you guys on some adventures on this old girl, because this was long before I ever made a YouTube video. So now I've got the camera gear, I've got the drone. We'll get the drone up. We'll chase myself around. We'll have some good fun, and we'll see how she performs. Until next time, drive safe, take care, and behave as always.